you're saying basically is we need to use the Bernie Madoff system. We need a pyramid scheme for caring, right? So each one, you bring another 10 people underneath you, and then you invest a little bit, and I use your energy to bring more people, and eventually, before you know it, it pays back to everyone because there's only a few millions of us. If we could get all the Jewish people to just care about each other,
guys, it should be easy to do this.
Should be easy.
Should be easy.
That's what I'm thinking. And
I was reading on Yom Kippur, there was in the hospital, people got together, and God forbid, on Yom Kippur, all of their relatives were sick. So they had to celebrate Yom Kippur in the hospital. So they go downstairs to the chapel, the Christian chapel. They put down the cross, and they're davening there, like 20, 30 people in New York, in a chapel. And at one point, one Chassid says, "Can I make a statement, please?" "Yeah, please." And so he comes up and he says, "Listen, look at this room. There's Hasidim here. There's Jews who don't do anything that ask me for kippah. There's Jews, Israelis here. There are Haredim here. And we're all here somehow because we are all experiencing this pain from our relative here in the hospital upstairs. But we are united here in such a massive way together, praying to get into this next book of life, all the stuff that we're doing. So why can't we look at each other outside of this?" And he says, "You know what, like, God willing, in a month or less, all of us will move on from this hospital, hopefully, right? For a bad reason or good, right? And we will go back to our little isolated tribes, our tiny cults, right? To our Borough Park versus to our, Flatbush or Upper West Side. And we will forget about each other. We will again lose this connection. How can we keep this going, at least for a year, right? How can we do this as Yom Kippur brings us into another year? What can we do to sign us off into a life of unity?" And that was beautiful. That's exactly what we should be thinking about. And we should be thinking about daily, right? If we do that daily, I am blessed to be in a Hillel environment where I have this diversity, and I get to every single day embrace the diversity, literally, physically embrace students from every different kind of Jewish and non-Jewish people, and bring them into the same. It's painful, just like being in that hospital for those Hasidim, but it is extraordinarily rewarding. I'll tell you a funny thing. I was just in Israel in August, and I bring every year non-Jewish student leaders to Israel. So I bring them to the hotel for Friday night, right? And it's extraordinary for me, also for everybody should be. And for the non-Jews, oh my God, it is such a spectacle if you think about it. Any Friday night, thousands of people dancing and screaming and weird and crazy looking with the hats and with the thing, and it's a whole thing. It's such a show, better than any Broadway times 1,000, right? And so they come, these New Yorkers, they are like this, the eyes are like, what is going on here? It's insane, right? Plus there's like imbued, like God or whatever. And so we are dancing with this like group of soldiers, right? And it's like, it's like crazy. Then we move on, and I grab them and I grip them to the Lubavitch table, and and it's so crazy. And every table and everybody knows all the words, right? For all the songs, and everybody's together dancing, hugging. And then we leave this thing, and it's Friday night. I get them all together, they're sitting around, and I said, "What do you think?" And they say, "Wow, you Jews are so united."
I know. We said it in one of our
an hour on Friday.
we said it in one of our early podcast episodes that we wish we were as united as the anti-Semites say we are. That would be